Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Emily, and I spent my project working with Liberis, trying to harness the power of data to help them manage their credit risk. So Liberis provides cash advances to small businesses for whom traditional finance is often less available. This is a volume business. They make a lot of deals, and they make them very quickly. Liberis gets repaid as a small proportion of their customers' card transactions, which means that their main credit risk comes from these customers' businesses becoming insolvent. Now, the HMRC can actually start procedures to put a business into administration if they're really behind on their VAT payments. So understanding their customers' VAT history is a key metric for that business health. The way that Liberis currently does this is they ask their potential customers to log into their online HMRC accounts, take a screenshot, and send that back to Liberis. And it turns out that this is enough of a hassle for customers that a significant number drop out of the application process at this point. So finding a different way of understanding the VAT history was a key target for this project. So how can data science help? Well, by interviewing the underwriters, I decided the most impactful product would be to make compelling visualizations that communicate account history clearly and quickly. And I did this using open banking data. Open banking is this brand new initiative that allows people to share their online bank transaction history with trusted companies such as Liberis. And the data kind of looks like your normal bank statement. So you've got the date of your transactions, you've got the amount of your transactions, and then you also have these description strings. Now, this is obviously a very rich data set that we can get a lot out of, but today I'm going to be focusing on the VAT story. So you might think, okay, VAT, really important for business health, pain for customers, but at least it should be easy to find in a bank statement, right? Well, let's take a look. Here I've extracted some description strings that kind of seem HMRC-like, and we can immediately pull out the super obvious VAT ones. But how do we know if this is all of them? Well, we can compare that VAT that was paid against the estimated business income, which comes from card transactions and other things that we've extracted from that transaction history. And we can see for this particular business, their VAT does not correlate particularly well with their income. So where is all of that missing VAT? If we go back to these HMRC-like payments, we can see if anything fits better into a different box. So for example, PAYE, Customs and Excise, and NIC. And we can also take out the sneaky ones that aren't actually HMRC payments at all, like this VAT invoice down at the bottom. And what we're left with is a bunch of payments to the HMRC that we don't know what they were for. So could these be our missing VAT? Well, let's put them in. This is for that same business, and you can see that now we've compiled those unlabeled HMRC payments with the VAT, then we've got a much more compelling correlation with income. So for this particular business, we can say unlabeled probably means VAT. And we can decide this on a business-by-business basis. Okay, so we've finally found our VAT payments. What do we do now? Let's take a look at them. I hope you can all see that this is a business that is in the taxman's good books. So they've got quarterly VAT payments, they've got monthly PIE, everything looks great, and a screenshot of their HMRC account is not going to tell the underwriters very much more than this. This business, on the other hand, is a bit more dodgy. So technical term there. So PIE still looks good, but VAT is now being paid about weekly, and it's also the same amount every time, which implies that this business is probably on a payment plan with the HMRC, trying to dig itself out of some kind of a hole. So more care is needed with this account. Okay, so to recap, I built tools to enhance the underwriter's decisioning journey by visualizing open banking data. I didn't discuss most of these, but there's a lot of features that you can get out of this that tell us about the account history, and we hope that that will help with increasing the automated decisioning in the future. I also built a tool to visualize the VAT payment history, which is this key metric of business health. And given that the current VAT requirement is such a pain that it causes customers to drop out of the application process completely, this could be potentially really impactful. And in fact, we estimate that this might generate an extra £300,000 of revenue for Liberis based on that higher completion rate of applications. And all of this is great news for customers, because it means more small businesses funded more quickly. Finally, I'd just like to take a minute to thank Liberis for being a wonderful and supportive place to work. Thank you very much.